Festival of Marketing 2017, one of the big issues here has been the discussion about data. One man who knows all about it and extolling the virtues of first-party data, Lindsay McEwan from Telium. First-party data, aren't companies doing enough with it?
Well, I don't think companies are doing enough with it. I think the reality of it is organizations need to grasp data from the users as they interact with their brand to figure out how to best service them. And that's really the point of first-party data. It's really about figuring out how visitors to your digital states, to your offline activities like going into stores, like walking up onto storefronts, and it's about collaborating with all of those data sources, concatenating them together and being able to fuel applications in your business using real-time, purposeful first-party data.
There are going to be sales managers, marketing managers out there going, oh, we're doing that already. Why do we need to sort of tighten that up?
You're right. People are doing it already. They're getting a great view of what their customers are doing. But the problem with a view is you can only look at it. The real thing about data as it moves through your organization is you need to fuel your organization using that data. So data is only any good if you can act upon it, or you can use those data sets by building audiences, building segments, and pushing those audiences and segments into applications that exist within the organization. There's no point in having a view at it if you can't use it.
So where are you proposing this gets used to its best effect?
So we at Telium advocate that people should be picking up first-party data and building a centralized profile store inside their organization. With GDPR coming along, there needs to be a lot of control and trust built between brands and consumers around the utilization of first-party data. If I give you my data, are you going to, A, act responsibly with that data? Are you going to control the distribution of that data around your organization? And are you going to use it for the positive, better service for me as a customer? I have a perfect example. My name is Lindsay. In this country, that's a girl's name. I spend my time being sent female catalogs, female handbags. If only people could get me gender specific, it would be an interesting way for them to start their journey with me as an organization. So organizations really need to use this data to improve the goods, qualities, and brand interactions that people have with them.
You've talked about data, you've talked about trust, and the big issue that people are kind of discussing in hushed tones is that four-letter acronym GDPR. 25th of May 2018 all comes into effect. What's your view on this?
It's a really positive thing for the business. It's a really positive thing for the industry. I want to see data cowboys out of the business. I want to see regulation and control. We talked about it earlier. Getting data, distributing data, and controlling data around your organization. If consumers feel that their personal data is provided under a trusted, safe environment, they will provide more data and get better service from organizations. It's a kite mark for businesses to say, we look after your data responsibly. Please give it to us so we can provide you better service.
Isn't there a danger that we're going to be marking our own homework as individuals in terms of institutions going, yep, we've ticked that box, we've ticked that box. How do we know this is going to be policed effectively?
Well, the great news is Margaret Denham, the ICO in the UK, is from the business. She's not a lawmaker, she's not a politician. So she's really going to come in and look at the application of this bit of legislation in a real way. So instead of just saying there's a binary 1 or 0, you haven't complied or you have complied, she's going to look at organizations and how much they've done to mitigate the circumstances that would cause a breach under the GDPR. I think it's about time that we had government-level regulation around the usage of personal data. They've had it in Germany for years, and really GDPR is just about bringing the rest of Europe up to the German standard of data protection and control.
We've had massive data breaches recently, Equifax being the latest. Is GDPR going to stop all that, and how do we know it will?
Regulation alone is not going to stop anything. We laugh a lot about the military. They're a highly regulated organization. They work in a very secure environment, and we're always reading about generals leaving their briefcases in train carriages with plans to the next NATO exercise. The reality of it is GDPR on its own is not going to enforce organizations to follow a better control of privacy around personal data. It is people, process, and technology together in symbiosis to make sure that we can manage and build that trusted relationship with our consumers.
Are marketers ready for this, and is industry sort of more widely ready for this?
I think marketers are getting ready for it. I speak to more and more organizations that have stopped marketing through channels. I mean, organizations have traditionally been built in the email channel, the social media channel. Now I'm seeing audiences being the way in which they're addressing their population. We at Tealium market to our audiences as suspects, prospects, customers, and people who need nurtured, who've fallen out of the chain. And we, independent of whatever the channels that we use, we deal with them as individuals, as an audience, as a collective that have a journey that work for them. I think marketers are getting used to it, and I think they're excited about the fact that actually all those cool things we wanted to do when we were at university to influence moments of truth were kind of eroded. And now there's an opportunity for us really to take what people want from brands and properly influence a moment of truth as it happens.
Hello, I'm James Wright. Thanks for watching Marketing Media Money. To check out more online videos, just click on the boxes and don't forget to subscribe to the CNBC Live channel at the bottom of the screen.